Today we are going to study the chemistry, and in chemistry I wish to explain some basic points regarding the writing of the chemical formulae. And for writing of the correct chemical formulae, we should know the valency. We should know the valency of the elements. And regarding the valency of the element, we know, we have studied in the 9th standard. Valency is defined as the combining capacity of an element, which is generally stated with reference to hydrogen or other atoms which are equivalent to hydrogen. So valency is generally expressed by taking hydrogen as the standard. Hydrogen. So hydrogen or other atoms which are equivalent to hydrogen, or chlorine, bromine, iodine, etc. So hydrogen, fluorine also. So fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, etc. Now in the same way we can say that, for example, if the two hydrogen atoms are combining with one atom of the given element, then valency of that element will be 2. For example, two hydrogen atoms are combining with one atom of oxygen, therefore valency of oxygen will be 2. Then in ammonia, see, ammonia, 3 hydrogen atoms are combining with one nitrogen atom, therefore valency of nitrogen atom will be 3. And in this way we can define again methane molecule. The 4 hydrogen atoms are combining with one atom of carbon, and therefore we can say that the valency of carbon is 4. And in this way we can define the valency of an element. Now you know, valency of an element is variable. That means one and the same element may show different valencies. Now again, there are various definitions of the valency. Now valency is also defined as the number of electrons present in the outermost shell of an element. Similarly, valency can also be defined as the number of unpaired electrons present in the outermost shell. Similarly, valency can also be defined as the 8 minus number of electrons present in the outermost shell. Similarly, valency can also be defined as the charge present on the ion. The charge present on the ion is also accounted as the valency. For example, F negative, Cl negative, Br negative, I negative, then CO3 2 negative, SO3 2 negative, SO3 2 negative, SO4 2 negative. Hello? काय नाही आहे बाहेर साडे जाऊन SO4 di-negative. So SO3 di-negative, SO4 di-negative, NO3 negative. So we can say that valency of fluorine is 1 because the charge present on the fluorine is 1. Chlorine, the charge present on the chlorine is -1. Chloride ion is -1. Therefore valency is 1. Similarly, carbonate ion having 2 negative charges. Therefore, valency of carbonate radical. Valency of carbonate radical is 2. Valency of sulfide ion. So this is sulfide ion. So sulfide radical. Valency -2. Then sulfate ion. So this is sulfate ion. Valency -2, or you can say 2. Nitrate ion. So valency 1. So in this way we can define the valency in various ways, and therefore we can say that valency of an element is variable. Valency of an element is variable. Sir, थोड़े से windows open. Now, so by using the valency, we can write the correct formula of the chemical compound. For example, if you are asked to write the formula of the calcium chloride, or first take the example of sodium chloride, NaCl. So formula of the sodium chloride will be NaCl, because valency of sodium is 1. You know sodium possesses +1 charge and chlorine possesses -1 charge. Therefore, formula of the sodium chloride will be NaCl, because the valency should be balanced, that is their charges should be balanced, and in this way, when the charges are correctly balanced, then the formula becomes correct. So NaCl. For example, if you want to write the formula of the calcium chloride, will be CaCl2. So CaCl2, valency of elements of the first A group of the periodic table. Elements of the first A group of the periodic table: hydrogen, then lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, francium. All these elements having only one electron in their outermost shell, and therefore their valency is +1, or you can say valency is 1. Then second group, beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium, radium. So all these elements, for example, these are having 2 electrons in their outermost shell, and as they are having 2 electrons in their outermost shell, therefore their valency is 2, and therefore we can write the correct formula of the particular chemical compound, calcium chloride. Now what will be the formula of calcium sulfate? The formula of calcium sulfate will be CaSO4. Then formula of the calcium nitrate, CaNO3 by 2, because we have just studied that the nitrate ion having only one negative charge and calcium having 2 positive charges. Calcium ion having 2 positive charges, therefore we can write the calcium nitrate. Clear? So calcium nitrate. Then calcium phosphate, phosphate radical. So phosphate radical will have 3 negative charges, Ca3PO4 by 2, Ca3PO4 by 2. Now see the valency, 1, 2, 3. That means total negative charges -6, and here calcium ion having +2 charge, and therefore you can say total positive charges +6. So in this way the charges are balanced and their valencies are balanced, and we can write the correct formula of the compound. Now what will be the formula of this calcium oxide? Again see, calcium oxide, CaO, 2 positive, 2 negative charges. Calcium oxide, calcium sulfate, calcium nitrate. Here you can write the formula of the potassium chloride, KCl. Then you can write the formula of sodium sulfate, Na2SO4. So 2 negative, here Na having 1 positive charge. As there are 2 Na atoms, therefore 2 positive charges, sodium sulfide. Sodium sulfide, Na2, this is sodium sulfate, this is sodium sulfide. Sodium nitrate, NO3 having one negative charge, Na positive having, that is sodium having only one positive charge. And in this way we can write the chemical formula. Clear? So regarding third group, boron, for example boron, aluminium, gallium, indium, thallium. So all these elements having 3 electrons in their outermost shell, and therefore their valency is 3. Now you know boron trichloride. See, we can write the formula of the boron trichloride BCl3. We can also write the formula of boron oxide B2O3. B2O3, that is, see here, valence is 3 positive, and here total charge is -6 plus 6. So boron oxide is B2O3. Aluminium chloride, you know aluminium chloride, AlCl3. So in this way, aluminium sulfate, Al2SO4 by 3. So sulfate having 2 negative charges, aluminium having 3 positive charges, total positive charges plus 6, total negative charges -6. So in this way, you learn by heart all these charges and valencies of the various element, and you can say the charges on the various ions. So ion, you know ion is either positively charged or negatively charged, and the positively charged ion is called cation and negatively charged ion is called anion. During electrolysis, you know anion goes to anode and cation goes to cathode. So in this way we can write the formulae of the various compounds. Now, so this is all about the valency, and again, so similarly we have studied all these formulae in the 9th standard. Now I tell you again about the variable valencies of the element. For example, H2S. In H2S, hydrogen sulfide, valency of sulfur is 2. Valency of sulfur is 2. And how we calculate the valency of sulfur is 2? Because 2 hydrogen atoms are combining with 1 sulfur atom, therefore valency of this sulfur is 2. In SO2, see, valency of sulfur is 4. Valency of sulfur is 4. How? Here 2 oxygen atoms are combining with 1 sulfur atom. Valency of 1 oxygen atom is -2. So valency or charges -2. 2 oxygen atom, therefore total negative charges -4, and therefore sulfur will possess 4 positive charges. And in this way, valency of sulfur in SO2, in sulfur dioxide, the name of this compound is sulfur dioxide, and another compound SO3. In SO3, the 3 oxygen atoms are combining with 1 sulfur atom, and therefore the valency of the, you can say, valency of the sulfur is 6. Again here the 3 oxygen atoms are combining with 1 sulfur atom. Valency of 1 oxygen atom is 2. There are 3 oxygen atoms in the sulfur dioxide, therefore total valency of oxygen will be 6, and therefore sulfur will have 6 positive charges. And you know, of 1 oxygen atom always possess 2 negative charges, because oxygen is, you can say, most electronegative element, and fluorine regarding the electronegativities, I have told you that the fluorine is the most electronegative element in the periodic table, having electronegativity 4 Pauling. Then you can say oxygen is next to fluorine, having electronegativity 3.5 Pauling. Now, what do you mean by electronegativity? Electronegativity means the tendency of an element to attract the bond pair of electron or shared pair of electron towards itself. That means it is the, in short, we can say that it is the tendency of element to attract electron towards itself. And if the electrons are attracted towards itself, then it will acquire the partial negative charges or partial negative charge or partial negative charges, and in this way the valency is defined and we can calculate the valency. And again, there are number of ways to find out the valency. That is, oxidation number concept is the one of the important concept by means of which we can find out the valency of an element in the given compound. Now, another, I have told you again here, the valency of an element is variable in various compounds. One and the same element shows different valency. In H2S, the valency of sulfur is 2. In SO2, valency of sulfur is 4. In SO3, valency of sulfur is 6. And C. Again, I give the many examples. For example, FeCl2. FeCl2 having name ferrous chloride. Ferrous chloride. And here valency of Fe is plus 2. Valency of Fe is plus 2. And then C, another compound, FeCl3. FeCl3 name ferric chloride. Ferric chloride. As 3 chlorine atoms are combining with 1 iron atom, therefore valency of Fe is 3. So here plus 3 because 3 chlorine atoms are combining, and we have said that the number of chlorine atoms or number of hydrogen atoms that are combining with one atom of the given atom with number of given with one atom of the given element, that is the valency. And here again see FeSO4 minus 2 plus 2. This is ferrous sulfate. Ferrous sulfate. Or another name for this, iron 2 sulfate. Iron 2 sulfate. And here we can calculate. Here we can write Fe2SO4 by 3. Now this compound Fe2SO4 by 3 is ferric sulfate. It is having name ferric sulfate. So ferric sulfate. And here C, 2 negative charges, here plus 3 charges, and total charges minus 6 plus 6, 2 Fe atoms. So one Fe atom having 3 positive charges, 2 Fe atom will have plus 6 charges, and in this way valency of Fe is 3. And these are called us salt. And here this is X salt, or you can write X salt. X salt. Then number of examples. CuCl2. This is cupric chloride. Cupric chloride. And here we can write also iron 3 chloride sulfate. Iron 3 sulfate. Iron 3 sulfate. Iron 2 sulfate, cupric chloride, we will write here Q plus Cu2Cl2, Q plus chloride, and Q plus chloride, valency of copper, valency of Cu is plus 1, because two chlorine atoms are combining with two copper atoms. Therefore, how many chlorine atoms will combine with one copper atom? The number of chlorine atoms that are combining with one copper atom is 1, and therefore valency of copper is 1. Here Cu2Cl2, cupric chloride, cupric chloride. We can write copper 2 chloride, copper 2 chloride, and here we can write copper 1 chloride, copper 1 chloride. So we can write the number of examples. Now for example, mercurous chloride. Mercurous chloride having formula HgCl2. Here I write Hg2Cl2. Mercurous chloride. Mercury chloride HgCl2. Mercurous nitrate Hg2NO3 by 2, and mercuric nitrate HgNO3 by 2. HgNO3 by 2. Then stannous chloride, SnCl2, stannic chloride, SnCl4. So in this way, these are the ferrous and these are the earth salt and Ix salt. Earth salt having less valency than Ix salt. Earth salt having less valency than Ix salt. So in this way we can write the formulae of the earth salt and Ix salt, which indicate that one and the same element possess different valencies, variable valencies. So FeCl2 ferrous chloride, FeCl3 ferric chloride, ferrous sulfate FeSO4, ferric sulfate Fe2SO4 by 3, cuprous chloride CO2Cl2, cupric chloride CuCl2, and mercurous chloride Hg2Cl2, mercury chloride HgCl2, mercurous nitrate Hg2NO3 by 2, mercuric nitrate HgNO3 by 2, SnCl2, stannous chloride, SnCl4, stannic chloride. So in this way, today we have learned about the valency and earth salt and Ix salt. That's all about today's learning. Tomorrow we will start with the first topic of the 10th standard, that is chemical reactions and equation. And while learning this topic, again I will explain you all the basic points while learning. The basic points of the chemistry, so that it will help you to understand the chemistry very clearly. Thank you. ठीक है? ठीक चलेगा? हाँ. ठीक झालं ना? ठीक आहे. झालं का? 40 मिनिट झालं का? हां. चला. हे दाबलं ना कोणतं दाबायचं
याच्यावर आहे ठीक आहे
दाबू का